Endoparasitic starts with 3 of your limbs being torn off. This is a good video game. The only thing the game tells you beyond your newfound flesh wound is that you are actively dying to an alien parasite inside your brain, which also digs deeper when you take damage. Fortunately, you have been imbued with a single superpower. Your gruesome disfigurement has transformed you into a human water skipper, with the ability to launch yourself across the cold laboratory floors in search of health packs before you die of mosquito brain. That is, of course, until you find a gun. Running away from enemies can be tough, but you get the hang of it after a couple minutes. Getting the gun is when Endoparasitic hits its stride and becomes a nightmare. Sure, you can kill a monster as long as you stop, grab your gun out of your ass, and you thought you could just reload right there. No! You gotta kick the casings from the cylinder, then you drag and drop the rounds into your gun. Now you can use it, but watch what happens when you try and shoot a gun with one hand. God, I love this game. The way that the base concept of being a one-armed torso fits into a horror game is so effortlessly brilliant. It makes you feel weak, not by nerfing your guns into the ground, but by having to perform complex actions as monsters are breathing down your neck. And right when you start getting comfortable with what's going on, that's when the game starts pulling surprises. The pace at which new concepts are introduced in Endoparasitic is brilliant, and every new monster, weapon, and mechanic all bring a fresh idea into the gameplay. Flare gun for outside emergency use only. Well, I'm one of those things. The really creative part is when the game suddenly becomes all about sound. Sometimes you can hear monsters through the walls, sometimes there's music, sometimes that music is a straight up jam, and sometimes all you can hear is the sound of your body scraping across the floor. And silence. The room is quiet. There's nothing to be afraid of. As long as you don't break the silence. It's a game about movement, and then about speed, and then about sound, and all the while it's giving you more and more little clues to try and understand what's happening here. I won't spoil the story, but one of my genuine favorite parts of the dialogue is how this one-armed dude in the middle of a death space alien laboratory is so relentlessly petty. God damn, those crawlers almost got me. Wait, Luann put her scarf in the bug cage? Why, I oughta report this 2-timing slab of lunchroom baloney to the research board! It's genuinely some brilliant comedy. Endoparasitic proves that you don't need $50 million and a crack team of professionals to make a cool video game. Sometimes all it takes is someone with a good idea and the metaphorical balls to back it up. The framework of this game was created by one person in 2 days for a design competition. They've even got a nice little YouTube playlist on how the whole thing got made. Endoparasitic may be simple, and there might be that one time where a voice actress forgot how to pronounce premises. That was pretty funny. But it's kick-ass. And if all it takes to kick ass is one person, well, what's stopping the rest of us?